Hey, good afternoon. This is Coach Bill with Weight Loss Made Easy. Hope you guys are having a great Friday afternoon. And those of you that got the next couple of days off, yahoo! Be sure to take your family either on a hike or go enjoy doing something outside this weekend. It looks like we're going to have a great warm weekend this weekend. Guys, as you can see, I'm actually out here in my back patio again doing this video. You know, I kind of like being outside doing my videos or in other places instead of being in the cooped up office. So I might be doing a few more of these in different areas. Today, guys, I got a really hot topic out here. I mean, it's just getting ridiculous. And it's all about scale weight, guys. And it seems like everybody, or most everybody, is so focused on getting on that scale every single morning or afternoon to check their weight to see if they're losing any weight, especially for those of you out there that are on some kind of a weight loss program, or you're working with a wellness coach or a weight loss coach or a personal trainer or whoever. You guys it seems like you're so focused on getting that scale weight and thinking that by getting on that scale and looking at the weight and to see if you're losing weight or not, that you might get excited that you've lost a pound or so. But guys, what you're doing is you're setting yourself up for failure every time you get on that scale. And there's a reason for it, guys, and this is where we got to change our mindset. So those of you that are trainers out there or wellness coaches out there or whoever you are, you need to really work with your clients and explain to them that the scale weight is actually going to set them up for failure, and it's not indicating if you're actually losing body fat. And that's the key factor, guys. It's not about what that scale is saying. It's actually about if you're actually in fat burning or losing body fat. It's all about that. And the scale does not measure if you're actually burning body fat. It doesn't work that way. I want you to really listen to me about what the scale weight is doing and why it causes issue, or why it's going to work on your mind and it's going to make you fail. Guys, scale weight is measuring mainly water weight. It's measuring your blood. It's measuring the toxic chemicals that are in your blood or in your body at the cellular level that you're consuming on a daily basis. It's measuring fluids that are in you. It's measuring your bones, your muscle. I mean, it's measuring all these different factors, guys. And what's crazy is those weights can change by the minute or by the hour. And so, for example, if you're dehydrated and you did not drink enough water that day, your body is going to hold on to all the water that you have. Your body has approximately 14 gallons of water in it. And if you're dehydrated, it's going to hold on to that water. So when you get on the scale tomorrow morning, you may be up 4 or 5 pounds. You see what I'm saying? Also, if you're not drinking enough water, and if you're not drinking the right kind of water, we're drinking hydrogen-rich water, and that's what my clients are drinking. But if you're not drinking the right water, you're actually consuming toxic chemicals, and so you're going to have weight that you're going to measure on the scale there also, and your body's going to hold on to it. Another trick is to flush out water weight is by doing Himalayan pink sea salt every single day. I mean, you need to do it 2 to 3 times a day to help flush out that excess water that you're consuming on a daily basis. And so, guys, the scale is not actually measuring the inches that you want to be losing. Now, the best way to check that is by finding a pair of pants that are tight on you or size. And the best thing for you guys to do is to use that about every 3 to 4 weeks to see if you're losing inches in your waist. But you know what? There's even a better way of doing it. And this way of checking is actually going to be able to detect if you're actually burning that stored body fat in the belly or in the hips or in the butt or wherever that body fat's sitting. It's actually going to tell you if you're actually burning that stored fat with every time you measure it. And the best way to do it, and the most accurate way to do it, is by doing a blood test on your own. And you can do that very easily. It's the exact same way that a type 2 diabetic or a type 1 diabetic checks his glucose level. He's got a little blood meter, and it doesn't hurt. You can do it multiple times a day, and still have no effect on being sore wherever you do it. That is the most accurate way to do it, and blood tests just don't lie. But the first thing you guys have to realize is, why is the GKI such a great way to check to see if you're actually in burning body fat. And so the video obviously is talking about scale weight versus a GKI reading when you're trying to lose body fat or belly fat. And that's what I'm trying to explain to you guys, is that the scale's not going to work. So stop doing it. Stop getting on it every single day, because it's only going to play with your mind, and it's not actually measuring the fat that you want to burn off anyway. So stop doing it. You need to get with a coach that understands the GKI and how it all works, because that is how you're going to learn, or that's how you're going to be able to lose that body fat, is by doing it that way and actually knowing you are burning fat. A GKI, what that means, it's called a glucose ketone index. Okay, what it is they calculate when you take your glucose level and you take your ketone levels, and you come up with a level on both. There's a certain way you calculate it out to where you get a ratio. Okay, for my clients that are doing the 90-day online personal coaching, what I want them to be at a ratio of 5 or lower. I want them to be somewhere between 3 and 2 or 1. And those of you that have medical issues, or you're a type 2 diabetic, this is how you get it down. This is how you get your blood glucose levels down, is by monitoring it with a GKI and getting down to about a 2 or a 1 consistently every day. And your blood glucose is going to come down. It's a no-brainer, because you're eliminating the root cause of why you've gained weight, why you're having a hard time losing weight, and why you have type 2 blood diabetes, or why you're a type 2 diabetic in the first place. It's a way to monitor that, and by doing that, it's monitoring your glucose level. Guys, the issue is carbohydrates. Most of you are carboholics. You're eating way too many carbs. It's affecting a hormone, an insulin hormone, to spike. That hormone is designed to store fat, and you have knocked it out of control by overeating carbohydrates. So you could do all the exercising in the world every single day, and unless you change your lifestyle, unless you understand the root cause of how to control that insulin level by eliminating most of your carbohydrates per day and keeping the insulin down to base to where it actually does good for the body, you're wasting your time. You're wasting your time. You have to monitor it by your blood and check it by your blood if you want to be successful and actually know if you're in fat burning. The goal is, like I've said in the past, is to get into fat adaptation, getting away from burning glucose as your main source of energy to survive every day, to burning that belly fat or that stored fat you want to burn anyway, right? Well, how are you monitoring that? How is your trainer monitoring that unless they're doing a GKI? You know, guys, what is really cool about the GKI and what makes it so powerful and why it's backed by science? Because the GKI was discovered by a doctor who is a specialist in brain tumor cancers. Yeah, he knows. By doing his own research with his own patients and watching these tumor cancers shrink, he actually did research on this and found out that if you cut the head off the snake that's causing the tumor to grow, then it shrinks. And what is the snake? The snake is sugar. That is the root cause to inflammation. Inflammation is the root cause to all diseases. But this doctor, his name is Dr. Thomas Seyfried, he found out that when he controlled the hormone, which is insulin, that is causing people to be fat or causing people to be type 2 diabetes because of overproduction of glucose due to high carb diets, he found that if he eliminated the carbs and got the carbs very, very low, and then kept the fat high at 80%, and then kept the protein at a low as well. For example, my clients that are doing the 90-day online personal coaching, I get them at 80% good fat, 15% low protein, and 5% very low carbs. Eliminate their starches completely for the first 90 days. Well, Dr. Thomas Seyfried discovered that when he has got that insulin controlled, the cancer tumor is shrinking. He even got it down to shrink to nothing. Because what did he do? He eliminated the production of glucose and caused the insulin to be in a controlled state, which switched the body over to burn the fat. There was a doctor won a Nobel Prize discovering that when you put your body into therapeutic ketosis or therapeutic autophagy, which means the body is primarily burning fat for fuel, it starves the cancer cells. He won a Nobel Prize discovering autophagy, and that's exactly how it works. Well, the byproduct of controlling insulin is weight loss, is body fat loss. So how do you know if you're actually burning body fat? How do you know if you're actually in ketosis or autophagy or in a state of burning fat? How do you know? Some people say, well, I use calipers to check my body fat. Well, no, that's okay. That's okay. It still does not tell you if you're in actual fat burning and if you're actually burning fat. See, if your GKI is at 5 or less, it's a no-brainer. You're burning fat. It's your blood test. Your blood is showing you actually are burning fat. Do you get it? Okay? The scale weight is not working. It's just going to upset you every time you get on it because it changes. It varies from minute to minute to half hour to hour to hour. And besides, those of you that are trying to hydrate with this poison contaminated water, you're going to be dehydrated. And dehydration is going to cause your body to hold on to the water, and that's why your weight fluctuates every single day. You see what I'm talking about, guys? So you have to do a GKI or an actual blood test to tell you if you're actually burning fat. And that's the difference of being failing and being successful. Because like I said with my clients, I still have clients that are still thinking they have to get on a scale, and I'm trying to reboot their brains and explain to them that scale weight means nothing to you or me. It's the GKI. If your GKI is 5 or less, you are burning inches. Those inches are coming off. Give your body a chance. Give your body a chance to switch over to burning fat. It doesn't happen overnight. It's not a quick fix thing. Give it a chance to. Once it does, your GKI is going to tell you exactly what you're doing and if you're in fat burning. No matter what time of the day you check your GKI with your ketone and glucose blood meter, at the time you are actually checking it, that it will tell you where you're at. It'll tell you if those carbohydrates that you overate 2 or 3 hours ago is going to throw you out of ketosis, which it is. Okay? You can play with. It's fun to see how different foods will actually throw you out of therapeutic or nutritional ketosis. It's crazy how it all works. like exercising, you guys. You know, it's funny because I do get some clients that says, well, why when after I exercise my glucose levels are higher and my ketones are less? Well, it's a normal function of the body. When the body is actually going through, when you're exercising, the body is going through stress. Okay. Well, what hormone does the stress cause? Cortisol. Okay. So when you're exercising, you are producing a hormone called cortisol. Cortisol is going to elevate your insulin and lower your ketones. Now, you might not be completely out of ketosis, but you're going to be very, very low in it. And so you have to wait 2 or 3 hours after you exercise, or 4, maybe even 4, depends on if you're fat adapted, if you've been doing this a while. If you wait a little while, your ketone levels will come back up again and your glucose levels will drop. You can play around and experiment with this. It's a lot of fun. Okay, guys? But guys, I'm going to use this as probably a training video for my clients to explain to them that stay off the scale. I don't want them on the scale ever again, because when you have a GKI reading, that is the proof that you're actually burning fat, and that is the proof that you're actually losing inches. You'll be burning the inches, the fat inches off, and the pants, the tight pants you picked, will actually start to get looser and looser and looser. That's your scale. Okay, guys? So, guys, I hope you saw some value in this. You guys can go to my YouTube channel, type in Bill Mabry. You want to subscribe to it, hit that bell, and that bell will give you a notification that I'm doing a new video. Those of you that are on the YouTube channel now, hit that bell. Hey guys, and those of you that are struggling, having a rough time losing that weight, or you're confused about a ketogenic diet, or you're confused about an intermittent fasting, and then you've heard me talk about hydrogen-rich water as a way to help lose weight. Now, hydrogen-rich water is my #1 protocol in my health plan, because it's for a good reason. Is because it's the best water on the planet. It helps you, it'll detox you on a daily basis with every glass, and it will escalate the weight loss, you guys. So those of you that are thinking about trying a program like I have, my 90-day online program, the first 90 days are very important. Let me guide you through it. You will be, you will get accountability, and I will educate you on hydrogen-rich water and why it will escalate your weight loss. Then you combine it with the ketogenic diet and the intermittent fasting, and man, you got yourself one powerful protocol that you can do for the rest of your life and see the results and maintain once you hit your goals. And it's very simple. It's going to work for your schedule, for your lifestyle. You just got to message me and get started, and don't make excuses. Excuses is just going to prolong your issues, and the longer you prolong your issues, the harder that weight's going to be. That weight is going to come off, guys. So, guys, hope you saw some value in this, and do me a favor: stay off the scale. You're just wasting your time, and it's just going to work. It's just going to work on your mind and set you up for failure. Let me guide you for the first 90 days. And let me educate you on why the GKI reading works so well, and how my 4-day lean meat and butter protein, lean meat and butter fast worked for some of my clients and myself, and how it affected our GKI. It was incredible how it actually caused the ketone levels to jump higher than normal and brought the glucose down even lower. And I had a type 2 diabetic who was following this, and she's a very good student. She follows directions, very coachable, and for 4 straight days, she's been a type 2 diabetic, I forgot for how long, but for 4 straight days we had her blood sugar 100, less than 100. And she hasn't had that in a long time. So she's on the road of recovery. We can get more consistent with this. She will be no longer a type 2 diabetic. So guys, Message me if you got any questions. Hope you guys have a great day, and we'll see you guys at the next video. Have a great day. Bye.